after it became apparent that Assassin's Creed was a commercial success, Ubisoft would give the team some actual money to work with to create a sequel. But instead of continuing their focus on the dark, depressing Third Crusade, Assassin's Creed 2 would instead focus on one of the biggest creative booms in history. And a whole lot of pasta!
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sakes, but I'm not an assassin. Not anymore.
Just try and have a little faith.
We can do no more. The rest is up to you, Desmond.
What? He's Desmond. I don't understand. Please, wait. I have so many questions.
After the first trailer for Assassin's Creed 2 was released featuring work by Leonardo da Vinci, it became obvious that the new game would be focusing on the Italian Renaissance. And thus, in November of 2009, Assassin's Creed 2 was released on consoles, and March the next year on PC. Assassin's Creed 2 starts off exactly where the original ended. Lucy, the girl from the first game, is revealed to be an assassin working undercover at Abstergo. With her help, Desmond is able to escape after being transported by Boot, and is introduced to punk chick Rebecca and cynical British man Sean. Once again, Desmond enters the Animus, this time reliving the memories of Renaissance man Ezio Auditore in Florence. The first hour involves roughhousing, running over rooftops, and getting it on. However, everything falls apart after his family's killed, he's made to leave town, and commits copyright infringement.
It's a me, Mario!
Man, this is depressing. Go back to the lovemaking. Oh yeah, that's it. It should be noted that I originally played this game immediately after finishing the original, and the first thing I noticed is that the controls during combat felt completely different. In the original, Altair's movement never changed during combat, but I found Ezio moved slow when you targeted somebody, which is a pain considering whenever someone hits you, you auto-target to them, and when you're running away, it gets really annoying. Much like the first game, a lot of detail was put into the towns. Recently, I had a family member who actually visited Florence, and I can confirm that yes, it still looks basically the same, which tells me that Desilee's team didn't just fritter the money away on a trip to Italy. Not to mention the game gets you involved with the stars of the Renaissance, with you becoming best friends with Leonardo da Vinci. Not in that way though. That's a story not even Dan Brown would touch. Ubisoft listened to the critics and the fans of the original and attempted to fix everything the first game either suffered from or lacked. For one, the guards didn't act like Homeland Security anymore when you were on horseback. On top of that, while the first game really only had a few set missions in every level, AC2 was literally littered with everything, with a large amount of side missions and a larger variety in the story missions. Not to mention numerous tombs to explore and conquer, stores to upgrade your weapons and armor, rebuilding your village, as well as more strategy like hiring courtesans to distract guards. But while Assassin's Creed 1 was criticized for being too linear and repetitive, it seems Ubisoft took a polar opposite with Assassin's Creed 2 and instead had the game go all over the place. You can literally spend hours playing the game doing side missions and shopping before even starting the story missions. It was clear though that Ubisoft listened. Just wish they had listened about a certain other feature. When Assassin's Creed 2 was released in 2010 on PC, it did so debuting Ubisoft's brand new DRM. A DRM that required a continuous online connection to play, and if the connection was lost, the game would stop, losing all unsaved data. This always-on DRM would be met with numerous criticisms from Ubisoft's fans, but it doesn't really matter to me because I play on the consoles. I also have the Game of the Year edition, which contains all the DLC. I'm just gonna put this away before you want to kill me. Capturing enough footage for this game was always gonna be hard, as this game can last up to 25 hours if you do everything. Hell, I didn't even bring up the part where you go to Venice, or use the world's first flying machine, or gun. No, seriously, you use a 15th century gun. It's just that huge. AC2 would be received better critical-wise to its superior, as well as selling 8 million copies in total. Soon after, it was announced that Ubisoft would be releasing a new Assassin's Creed every single year, and in some cases more. Next week, we go into the handhelds. See you then.